still don't understand why there's a delay. But we're good. We're all good. Take it away, Zach. Doing A-okay. Thank you guys for being so patient for the late start. I will take the heat for that one. That was on me. Thank you. Actually, real quick, Zach, you're gonna have to redo all of that. I am so sorry. I see now. I don't think they caught your audio.
Okay. I'll redo it all.
So let's see. I can hear me. Let us know in the chat. We got 5 people. I believe we got 4 people watching right now. Let us know in the chat. Can you guys hear all of us before we do that?
Yes. Can you hear me? Anybody?
Is my audio on? Mine might have been messed up because I had the YouTube on.
Play it back. I can hear a knock. And Zach, you're good. All right, we're good now. Sorry about that.
Okay, it's all right.
So let's take it from the top, I guess.
You want to start from the very beginning again?
I mean, it's your show. However you want to do it.
Did the other stuff go on there or no?
No, nothing you said went in.
All right, we'll start from the top again. Welcome to Pop Talk. I'm Zach here. We got Eric and Knock here as well, guys. How you doing?
We're doing okay. Good, man. You guys missed a very great show of the year. The last 2 minutes.
Oh man,
I got a little more gas in the tank. All right, we're going to discuss a lot of pop culture stuff on this show. This is a live edition. So we'll be talking about some topics, and let us know in the comments what you think of the topics. And if you have some topics that we're missing, let us know, and we'll try to read them and hit it up. So I'll start off with a little bit of streaming service news here. Netflix launched a new feature allowing downloads for offline viewing. It's similar to what Disney Plus does. So basically, if you're going on like an airplane, it's not going to have Wi-Fi. You can download a certain amount of storage on there and have those movies available. It's a good feature if you have kids. And other streaming news, the Punky Brewster reboot aired on Peacock on February 25th. Sully Moon Fry and Cherry Johnson both reprised their roles in it. I haven't checked it out, but I did grow up with the show. Had Comet on the Start on there from the Police Academy movies as her dad. And Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are both involved in this. That's another reason why I bring this up. So I don't know if they're permanent fixtures on the show or if they are just going to be kind of on it for a little bit. In movie theater news, theaters in New York are going to be reopening Friday, March 5th to 25% capacity. This is a big deal in the U.S. because that is one of the major markets. It is one of the major markets that if it does well, there, here in LA and like one or two other places, those are what the studios really look for. So we might be getting maybe less of the streaming service premieres, I guess I'd say, if these major markets start doing well with the movies. And movie theaters in UK are going to open on May 17th. And the other end here of movie theater news, Tom and Jerry opened up this weekend to $13.7 million. That is the second highest grossing movie since this pandemic began. The first highest is Wonder Woman 1984. That one opened at $16.7 million. And the Tom and Jerry is a big deal because that is not a superhero movie. It is a franchise that's been established. But again, half the movie theaters in the country are closed. We got the pandemic going on, so people aren't really interested in going out to the theaters to see these movies. And also the movie is free on HBO Max right now. So those are pretty good numbers and optimistic for the theater business.
I think that. I did not think Tom and Jerry would do that well. I thought it would kind of bomb, but I'm happy to see it's doing well.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry's a timeless classic.
It is.
They're kind of making the mouse look like the asshole in this, but...
Yeah.
He's always been the asshole. What you mean?
That's a quick rundown of some stuff that I got. You guys got anything?
Yeah, real quick. For video game news, State of Play, PlayStation did their thing a few days ago. We're getting some Final Fantasy on the PS5, the remake Final Fantasy 7, and there'll be a new episode, a new mission going through there. So check that out for sure. As well as that, for anyone who hasn't played Final Fantasy 7 remake, that'll be free tomorrow. So I'm jumping on that real quick. Might put some gameplay up there for you guys as well. There's other few free games for that, but I'm sticking with Final Fantasy. Xbox had a few games at gold. Let me check out those. I don't think it was anything too crazy that you want to look forward to, but they have Warface Breakout and Vicious Attack Llama Apocalypse. Yeah. So moving on.
And just add on to that, the other games they have for March were Maquette, which is only for PS5, Remnant from the Ashes, which actually might be worth something. Nice, I think it's a co-op game, and Farpoint, which is only for PS VR. So if you're one of the few people who got VR for PlayStation, then go at it.
Word.
Well, in other PlayStation news, PS5 stock will increase each month going forward. So whatever came out in February, there'll be more in March. Whatever comes out in March, there'll be more coming out in April, and so on. I don't think I'm ever going to be playing with you guys because I'm never getting one of these damn things.
Man, can't give up.
I try. First thing I do when I wake up, and last thing I do in the day, I double check.
Yeah, I had to go the route I wish I never went, the eBay route. Just awful.
Yeah, at least they didn't send you a box though, at the very least.
Yeah. There was I don't know if you guys saw the articles. There was like this group of scalpers in the UK, and they were upset because everyone's calling them assholes and all that. And they're like, we're just trying to feed our family. We're just doing what everyone else is doing. And it's like, no, you're the assholes. Like, don't take that away from yourself. You're charging thousands of dollars for this.
Right. You're taking Christmas away from kids.
Right. Like, I just don't get that. In other gaming news, if you have a Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is getting a remake, and Pokemon Legend of I might mispronounce this, Arceus or Arceus is the next big game coming out.
And
so
those Pokemon fans gonna be on your ass for that.
I know. It looks like I don't know if you've seen that what was it called, Breath of the Wild, that Legend of Zelda. That's kind of the feel it looks like, sneaking around open world, and you're actually throwing Pokeballs. Like, you're not just going into battle to throw them. So we'll see. It's getting a lot of buzz
That's
already.
good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Paramount Plus is coming, I think, in like a week or so. Another streaming service. It's going to have a reboot of Frasier, Beavis and Butthead 2. So I think Mike Judge is actually going to make a movie sequel rather than the kind of meh TV show that they brought back on MTV.
Okay.
But I love some Beavis and Butthead. And also they're going to reboot the Paranormal Activity series, and they are going to make another Pet Cemetery. people just read the Pet Cemetery book. It's actually a really good book, and there's so much that these movies are just going to miss on it, no matter who makes it. But it's a good book, and more reboots and remakes coming from a streaming service.
Nice. Fair enough. I wouldn't mind another season of King of the Hill if Mike Judge has anything left in him. One final season.
Do you want everyone at the same age? You want like a grown-up Bobby kind of being a huge fuck up, or like
You
manager?
know what? I wouldn't mind seeing them older. Because like every season, like Luann ages, but Bobby stays the same age, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe he's like Hank's dad. He'll never grow big.
I shot Bitty Man.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Hank Hill was made his first appearance on Beavis and Butthead,
That's right.
and he's the Beavis and Butthead movie, catching the boys a whacking in my camper.
Oh man. Yeah, Paramount. They might get me. That's one of the things I might kind of want. But there's just too many damn subscription services.
So many, man.
There's just too many.
Knock, you want to let them know about Tiger Woods on Tuesday?
Yeah, so Tiger Woods, man, was in a crazy accident. Suffered like 2 broken legs. He was transported to hospital immediately.
Oh damn.
Recently now, he's in good spirits. Nothing critical, but he was in the woods there for a bit. And now the PGA Tour is going on right now, and everyone's wearing red in support of him. But I'm glad Tiger Woods is okay. There hasn't been any information on like what happened, what caused this, like anything. I don't know if he might have fell asleep or something, but very crazy accident, man. And fortunate to be alive. I'm glad he's good.
Yeah. I'm happy to hear he's okay. I didn't know about that. That's sad.
Yeah.
It
It's just
happened on Hawthorne Boulevard here in LA. It's a kind of a hot spot for accidents, so I
Yeah.
don't know if they're just going to investigate even more as to what they can do to stop accidents from happening there. But
Yeah, I noticed, like, I mean, not just there too, and there's a few other highways, man, that are just super narrow and curvy over here in LA. That it's crazy.
Yeah.
So that one highway we drove on, me and Eric, to go to wrestling training, man, that one was nuts. And the wind I felt the wind moving the car, man.
Yeah, I remember.
That shit was ridiculous.
It's going downhill for like a damn roller coaster at one point.
Yeah.
nothing scares me more than driving to Beverly Hills, because if I ding one of those cars,
Oh,
I'm
man.
broke for life.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers announced that they and DC are going to team up for a Blue Beetle movie. So we will wait and see who's going to be Jamie Reyes, but Angel Manuel Soto is set to direct. Blue Beetle, debuted in 1939, is now more of a fun character. I feel that if DC gets this right, they will have their Peter Parker.
I hope so. Yeah. Because the Young Justice cartoon, that's kind of what got me into him. But actually, Batman the Brave and the Bold did a pretty nice job with him too as a young teenager. So hopefully they can do him right. I hope Ted Kord's in it.
Yeah, I like Cord, but Jaime Reyes is like my Blue Beetle. I enjoy watching. That's what got me into the character more.
Yeah.
The few iterations he's had.
Yeah, hopefully that turns out.
Maybe you'll know more about this, Knock, because I only cared about one game from this. But BlizzCon happened, and Overwatch 2. We had the trailer. We got new hero. I'm really hyped for this. If you guys, I can't remember if I streamed it on the channel, but I'm a huge Overwatch fan. Got it for PC and Xbox. So if any of you watching this ever get on Overwatch, hit me up. And we get Overwatch 2, also hit me up, because I'm going to be playing that nonstop.
Man, yeah, I could never get into that game, man. I really do need to. But
What type of game is it?
It's like first person. I want to say, I'd say strategic, but honestly, people there just fuck around. Basically, you have like objective, like capture 2 points or push a payload. It's almost like a lot of people compare it to Team Fortress 2. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
But just different heroes, different abilities. Still holding out hope that one day I'll get. I guess it has to be Overwatch 2 now, but I'll get on that pro scene because I love following the esports scene for Overwatch.
Let me see what else they had at BlizzCon. There's some more PC games, like I see that did more stuff for Diablo. New one coming out for that. World of Warcraft.
I can't believe that's still going on.
Yeah, that's been going on for forever, man. Yeah, Diablo 4, Diablo 2 Resurrected, remakes coming out of Diablo 2 this year.
Hey, what's up, Air Percy Carter? Give a quick shout out.
Hearthstone, I see Overwatch 2. Yeah, it's just mostly the PC, their big RPGs from BlizzCon. I'm not the biggest Blizzard fan, but I mean they're legends in the game.
Yeah, they tend to make games that like World of Warcraft. It lasts years. Like, the one thing I will give Blizzard credit for, and no other game has done this since, is you paid $60 for Overwatch, and that's it. Everything that came out after, any like new skins, missions, anything is covered by $60.
Yeah, they be trying to milk you, man. And like I like the Final Fantasy games, but Square Enix will milk you. So they releasing Final Fantasy VII Remake in parts. So you have one episode, and the next episode's coming out in years, and it's all gonna be $60. $60. The DLC, they're putting DLC for the first episode before the second episode even comes out. Like, that don't make no sense.
It's ridiculous. That's just crazy.
Now, back in my day, you just pop the cartridge in and play Final Boss.
Yeah, that's the one drawback then.
Yeah.
No, I get a lot of that stuff's super fun, especially like I guess the most I got into that was with the Uncharted series and like the little bonus levels and the skins for the multiplayer.
Don't get me
even
started.
Red Dead Redemption, that was a lot of fun, especially the whole zombie episode. But
Yeah.
they milk you.
Yeah.
Did you ever play online after they introduced the zombies? Because what was it on the Xbox version? Somebody took the zombie code and they duplicated it infinitely. So now multiplayer is unplayable on Xbox for Red Dead Redemption.
What?
It actually, it's weird. It spreads almost like a virus, where if you play in a lobby that has that infinite zombie code, and you go to another lobby, you're the one who's spreading it. So it's very strange that they took something so cool and they ruined it.
Yeah, put that game in quarantine, man. Yeah, a lot of these PC pirates, man, they be out there like I said with the people who developed Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red, man, they hacked their entire network and put it on the black market on the internet, man. So and they were offering like ransom. They're like, I forget the ransom said, but it was something you see in like a cartoon. It was a ransom note like that. I'm just like,
it was a very cheesy ransom note, like
very, very cheesy.
These were people who, like, after I felt embarrassed for them reading it. I was like, you guys are just in a basement somewhere. Like, I hate to diss you, but you're in the basement somewhere, just eating Doritos or some shit. This was sad.
That Mountain Dew.
It's code red, damn it.
But to CD Project Red, their credit, they handled it well. They pretty much handled it the same way Americans. Like, we did not negotiate with terrorists, and they let it go out, and now they're looking to stop people from replicating the code, which I don't know. It sucks. They shouldn't have been hacked, but the only
got enough problems with that game.
Yeah,
seriously.
Leave them alone.
The only positive,
isn't that game about hacking too?
That is hilarious. It is. The only positive is that now that the code's out there, you might see some people, maybe they'll fix the game themselves. Now that the code's out there, they'll do mods and they'll actually fix the game and make it better. But it sucks that it had to happen this way.
This game just reminds me of, I might be dating myself, but Guns N' Roses' Chinese Democracy album. Axl Rose was working on this for like 15 years. The band quit. He got a new band. They fucking quit. And when they put it out, there were still like all these sound issues and like decent, but like I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a weird point.
I don't know if you guys remember the original Mad TV, Deborah Wilson.
Yes. Oh yeah.
One of my favorites on there. She did an interview, and I think yesterday or a couple days ago, and she quit Mad TV because she found out that she was paid less than white male co-stars. Not only that, but they were white male co-stars who were coming on after she'd been on for years.
That is
so like
ridiculous.
newbies who haven't even put in the time on Mad TV. And to be honest with you, not to shade anyone on Mad TV, but I don't recall anyone jumping onto Mad TV after its inception that was like, oh my God, that dude's on there. It wasn't like Chris Rock jumping from SNL to In Living Color. There was none of that. So I would have been pissed too.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. She was a MVP. She was a great.
Yeah.
She was terrific on that show.
Yeah, and that's how they try to control you, man, without saying, "Oh, don't discuss your pay." You know.
Yeah.
Talk about
that's
it.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Talk about your pay.
It's not
It's not a
illegal.
big deal.
I don't know where people get the notion that it's illegal to talk about it, but it's not. You should definitely do it.
I mean, we all discussed how underpaid we were, so we knew who got
Yeah.
the 2-cent raise and the 5-cent raises.
Exactly.
Let me get your guys' opinion on this one. So, DC Films is going to do another reboot of Superman. So, a new Superman film under J.J. Abrams, and I'm going to butcher the name, I apologize, but Ta-Nehisi Coates is going to be writing it as well. I do believe he's writing something else too related to Superman, or he did. But this is kind of getting thrown into the rumor mill where they did almost like a handshake deal with Michael B. Jordan. And that whole talk was about having the Black Superman come into the DCU, which is called something else. But so it will be the Earth 23 Kal-El, and he is also Calvin Ellis, the president of the United States in the comic. He used Brainiac as his own personal computer.
What?
This is going to be, it's not an extraordinary story, but it is still a good story if you want something to read. So it's not like Red Sun kind of
Right.
like, oh, that's interesting. But it's still a good story. I like these Elseworld stories that DC does. I think they do it best in comics. But this is a lot. No Henry Cavill. We have the Zack Snyder Justice League cut coming in a few weeks. And then in Flashpoint, I was going to ask you guys if you wanted to live stream it, but 4 hours. I may do it. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys want me to live stream with you, leave a comment and I'll do it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one person, I'm bored. So in the Flashpoint movie, or the Flash movie that's coming out, they're going to have multiple Batman. That's already been established. We don't know where else this is going to go, and it is also supposed to set up Supergirl in the movie, not the one from the TV show, because that would be crazy. You know, having the same person play a character. We need as many as possible playing our characters. But they want to make Supergirl one of the main people in the cinematic universe. What is your take on that news?
That's a lot. Flashpoint's starting to sound like Spider-Man now. But if they use the Supergirl, I like the Supergirl in the show. I like the show's not the best all the time, but I kind of like her. And they already established that the movies are in the same universe as the TV. Like Flash, Ezra Miller was on the Flash's show, on the TV show for a little spot. So that'd be cool if they did that. The Superman stuff, I don't know that story in particular, but I think nowadays DC needs to try anything. So I'll be completely fine to do Black Superman with Michael B. Jordan. I think he would do his thing. He has charisma. He has a presence on the screen. He has the body, obviously. So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I need to re-up on the story to get a full yes or no on that.
If they, so I remember I saw this news like on the Facebook page, and just for the hell of it, I just wanted to see the comments because I knew people were gonna be mad about it.
Yeah,
and of course they were. If they could find some way to let everyone know that this is not like the main Kal-El, that this is a different version, then maybe it'll go over better. But I don't know. I think black kids will be happy to see a black Superman, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, they fucked up their universe enough. They don't know what they're doing. I don't.
Yeah.
Just put your damn movies out one after another. They're not gonna. We have 2 different Suicide Squads now. Just fuck it. Have another Superman. And honestly, Michael B. Jordan could be in the John Cena movie as John Cena, and I'd watch it. So.
Yeah. He's a damn good hero, or at least comic book character.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's still a DC. I thought they gave up on the universe, the film universe. Just I don't care anymore.
That is being held together by string and glue.
It is. It's they make statements and then they retract statements. The Suicide Squad is another one that they said was a reboot, and now it's not because it's still kind of the same stuff. The Zack Snyder stuff. Now that we have Jared Leto's in there too. He's gonna be in Batman's nightmare sequences. Like that's still connected. Wonder Woman 84 was still technically connected, even though they said now that is kind of drifting away. I read a rumor that Amber Heard was fired from Aquaman too, but I haven't seen to double it on an official site. So I don't even know what's going on with Aquaman, and they're doing a spin-off on that too. James Wan is doing, of the Deep or whatever it's going to be called. So it's just there's a lot about this don't want to say franchise, but this company that just doesn't make sense to me. So if they want to do this story, that's fine. I hit you up in the chat sometimes when I'm on HBO Max trying to figure out which DC animated movie to find. I'm just going to treat their film universe like their animated universe, singular story movies. I'm fine with that. No, if they're not going to do it, then single stories is fine with me.
But even that is its own universe. Even those animated films are in a universe, and they're better somehow.
Yeah, DC animated can never go completely wrong like they did with the movies.
Yeah, I've just never seen a company fuck up this bad. They just really wanted to compete with Marvel, and it just blew up in their face.
Yeah, this thing, Marvel took their time. They did it the right way. You can't just rush into things and all of a sudden get overwhelmed like this. Just take your time. Go movie by movie, and then eventually we'll lead up to an Avengers, Infinity War, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had to suffer through Thor 2 before we got to Infinity War, so just take your time.
I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't hate Thor 2. I didn't hate Thor the Dark World, man. I kind of enjoyed it at the time. I don't know if I can go watch it again, but at the time, I kind of enjoyed it. The one I hated was Iron Man 3. That pissed me off.
What? Okay, maybe I'm just
I like
Iron
that
Man.
one.
Yeah, I'm a huge Iron Man mark, so I can't hate anything he does.
I am too. So the
Shane
entire
Black,
movie, I
too.
enjoyed it. But when they did that twist with he was in the bed with the whatever, like he's like, "Oh, I'm just an actor." I was like,
yeah, that was.
I was so mad. I was heated because I really bought into the Mandarin, man. And I love that being like his villain. I thought, oh, this is Joker to Batman. This is Mandarin Iron Man. So that was my thing.
I get
Shang-Chi. The real Mandarin might come out.
Yeah, here's hoping.
That's true.
Isn't the subtitle of it? It's called like in the Seven Rings.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Now you might get your.
Please.
You might get what you want out of the Mandarin. Let's go into another superhero movie news. They released the title for the next Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw the. There's the logo, and then there's the other one that I sent that has the whiteboard.
Mm-hmm.
It has a bunch of crossed off stuff. Did you guys pick anything up on there? All I picked up was a lot of hexagons on that whiteboard. A lot of hexagons on WandaVision. So.
Here's hoping.
I watched a little video they did too, and I seen the hexagons, but I didn't catch anything else there.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you can go ahead.
Oh no! Oh, this news kind of well, it's sad, a little lighthearted at the end. So Lady Gaga is filming a movie right now, and unfortunately, her dog walker was held at gunpoint and was shot, and 2 of her dogs were taken. One of them is safe; bodyguards found them, but Lady Gaga has put out a $500,000 reward, no questions asked, for anyone who can bring her dogs back to her. So, if you live in Beverly Hills, I believe, then get hunting.
I think me and my girlfriend saw that. I think like maybe it was yesterday that the dog got recovered, the last dog.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the payout or anything like that, but she did get her dogs back.
Yeah.
That's just wild to me. And I was telling her, like, do you guys think that person knew that was Lady Gaga's dogs? Or like that was just a random thing?
I think the article I read said like the breed of dogs, which is like expensive, and the area they were in was pretty like upper class too. So they probably were just looking for anything.
That's just insane.
That's crazy. I saw the video from someone's Ring doorbell.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's. I'll just say don't watch it.
Yeah,
because you can hear him and cry for help, and it's really bad.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
It's a weird hustle to go after, to fucking take someone's dog.
That is.
Whatever happened to taking kids? Fucking sickos.
We don't endorse taking kids on this channel.
No, we don't. I'm just
Oh man.
But yeah, so if you know anything, there is an email which I don't have on me, but if you look up the story, you'll find the email. Just give her back her dogs.
I gotta. Zach, can I throw something in there real quick into the hat?
Go ahead.
I'd be so wrong if I missed out on this news. Avatar is coming back.
That's right. This whole time.
Oh my goodness.
This whole time I was like, there's something I'm forgetting, and that's what it was.
Exactly. Looked through in my notes real quick, and you know what? Avatar Studios, the original creators coming back. We're getting a ton of Avatar movies, TV shows. So if you haven't watched this, please get into it. This is the greatest cartoon of all time. Damn near great TV show. I'm obsessed with this.
Yep.
You can't go wrong watching this.
That good.
It's timeless.
Huh?
It's the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Damn.
I would say the best cartoon. It should be counted anime, but it's one of the best damn stories ever told. It's amazing.
Yeah, character arcs out the ass, man. Everyone has something going for them. It's just, it's brilliant. It really is.
So does Korra water down at all? And do you think all this stuff coming will water down, kind of like how Dragon Ball, to me, in my opinion, watered down the original 2 series?
Because I'm on the fence where like I actually really do like Legend of Korra, but it's definitely not on that level of Airbender. It never got the same respect.
I mean, if it's that good, it makes sense that they made a sequel. And to have,
Yeah.
I don't want to know the ending because I probably will get into it now since you're endorsing it so much.
Because
But, I mean,
the issue I thought with Legend of Korra was so the first season it was meant as a miniseries, just like 8 or 10 episodes, just miniseries, be done with it. Then it got such a good reception that they decided that, oh well, we'll just do a regular one. So I think they had to like rewrite some things and then change certain people's arcs because the arc wasn't the same. Everyone kind of didn't develop the same way. So second season they even changed the art studio. So it was just it started off really slow, and that really killed it. And then the end was pretty good. Season 3 was amazing, but by the time season 3 came on, it wasn't on TV anymore. They had put it on like the Nickelodeon.com, so that didn't get a lot of views.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Then season 4 came out, and it was the same thing. I thought season 4 was amazing, but it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it going on the site actually helped it because
You think so?
they did get more like mature. I mean, season 1
That is true too.
Season 1 literally ends with like a murder suicide. No, like not gonna say who, but like they going on the website really help it get more mature, find its pace.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped for what they do because they have a lot of comic book stories they can turn into short
That's
stories.
true too. So if anybody who reads the comics, man, they're gonna really get some answers finally resolved.
Yeah.
Nice. I do believe all that Disney content is going to Paramount Plus. So anyone who gets that content should be on there. Is it anywhere else that they can find it right now? Is it on like Netflix or?
Yep, the whole series and of course
Yeah.
I believe is on Netflix. So it's definitely it's worth it. It's a great thing to binge.
Nice.
For sure.
Well, I only have one more bit of news. Do you guys have anything else?
That's it for me.
Yeah, that was
It's
it.
I have to
good.
get that Avatar out there.
I just want to do one thing. If we can just go around the horn, and since we are still kind of in quarantine here, if you want to mention a few things that you've watched in the past month in February, any TV shows, movies, any albums that you're listening to, any comics that you picked up, if you want to go ahead and just let the people know if there's some things that they should check out. Knock, what do you got?
For music wise, I'm always listening to J. Cole, man. J. Cole, everything. Besides that, for TV shows, of course, I'm watching WandaVision. I had rewatched Daredevil recently. I rewatched all the Avatars, like I just said. What else am I binging? I do.
Charlie Cox filmed in the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Ooh. If they brought back him as Daredevil, I'll be so happy. Him and Bernthal as Punisher, I think, deserve some more light. Especially because Bernthal kind of got shafted with season 2. But yeah, check out those. I'm starting to blank out now, honestly, on some of the stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
Okay.
Video
Eric,
games is
what
the
about
big
you?
thing I've been playing.
What games are you playing?
God of War. Play God of War. Might be the greatest game ever made. That one, I had played Last of Us 2, Spider-Man, all the Spider-Mans remastered, Miles Morales, and then Resident Evil. I was a big Resident Evil fan.
Very cool.
Nice.
Eric, what about you?
Like I told you guys, I've discovered Community over quarantine, and I've just rewatched it. I'm still not tired of any of the episodes. Just hoping for that movie. What else we got? Rewatched Regular Show, and past few days just watching a shit ton of anime.
Yeah.
So a whole bunch of them. Game wise, it actually just came out on Game Pass, and I just downloaded it so my friend could play it. It's a game called Elite Dangerous, where you're just a pilot flying around the galaxy, bounty hunting, carry. Like, it is the best, is the closest you'll get to a true Star Wars game. That's not Star Wars.
Yeah.
And Overwatch, of course. So again, hit me up.
Nice.
For real. Lastly, my girlfriend Kim Fed and says we watched Jane the Virgin and Grey's Anatomy. Some good shows to binge. Jane the Virgin's amazing. I'll vouch for that.
Okay.
My girlfriend's really close to watching Grey's Anatomy, and I'm like, if you do, I don't want to hear about it. I'm a Scrubs fan. I'm staying on the Scrubs side.
Should I get into Scrubs? Is it the real deal?
I love it.
For a few seasons, I think it is.
Yeah, just don't go anywhere near season 9.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get into Grey's Anatomy, man.
Bro, it hooked me, man. I hate to say it, but it hooked me. They got me. They did. Never thought I would watch it.
Did you?
What?
Did you ever get into Supernatural?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the first few seasons, and then I fell out with like season 8, 9-ish.
Okay.
I've only seen the finale, and already fans want to reboot. So I don't know. Internet, just relax. Personally, I've only been watching new movies. I haven't really listened to much new music. I haven't been playing video games. I've just been trying to get a PS5 so I can play with you guys. But movie-wise, I watched Palm Springs on Hulu. That's with Andy Samberg. It is the most watchable thing Andy Samberg's ever done since Lazy Sunday. I'm not a fan of his. I think this movie is way overhyped. It went in a lot of people's top 5 of the year for last year. The concept has been done over and over again, and I'd take it's the Groundhog Day concept. I would take a rewatch of Happy Death Day over a rewatch of this movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just other concepts do it better. But I give it a watch. It's worth a night watch for sure. I just wouldn't put it in like a top 10 of a year movie, but maybe I'm missing something. Also watched Promising Young Woman. That movie, the trailer looked very corny and campy, but the movie works 100%. I give this movie a big endorsement. I loved the performances in it. Everything was great. The main performer, I forgot her name at the moment, outstanding. There are some very campy moments, but it all works as a whole in the film. It emphasizes the vulgarity of what men do to women, but it needs to because it does play an important part of telling the story. But I highly endorse that movie. And then I watched another one that I forgot, so it must not have been good. Otherwise, I'm just going through Angel and Buffy again in chronological order, so that's cool. But I'll cover this when it gets a little more final to it, the Joss Whedon stuff. Charisma Carpenter came out about some stuff with Joss Whedon, so Michelle Trachtenberg, and other people are supporting, and apparently it's just not good work environment stuff. But watching these series back now after this has come about, the episodes that he writes and directs, you see a lot of very awkward sexual stuff in there that doesn't need to be in there, and some other stuff, and you're just wondering why it's in there. So
that's a damn shame.
Yeah, it is. But let me get into the last bit. Tonight, the Golden Globes are happening. Are you guys excited about award season or no?
Not too excited, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. I hope some certain people clean up. Ma Rainey, of course. What was the other one I wanted to see? Because I think, just mainly that one. I can't think of the other one I was thinking of.
I've only ever cared about an award show if Neil Patrick Harris is hosting.
Yeah, so there's a lot with the Golden Globes. I got into an article, the LA Times, Stacey Perman, you can find it on there. She pretty much emphasized what the Time's Up Globes hashtag is all about. So the Golden Globes is made up of members from the Hollywood Foreign Press. The organization hasn't had a black member on it in 20 years-ish, give or take a year. So when you want Ma Rainey and Defy Bloods and all that to clean up this year when they barely got decent nominations, these are some of the movies that were highly regarded. So these were like the movies that people had on award season lists.
Yeah.
Especially during the COVID situation when a lot of movies were held back. When they're barely recognized at the award show, I mean, this article, if you want to check it out in the LA Times, you don't need to wonder why.
Right.
And again, this is why I don't put too much stock in awards, because of the people who deliver the awards. What is their presence? A lot of the members in the foreign press, they are retired. They don't even work anymore. A lot of these people are in it for the perks. They get crazy perks. Read the article. You'll see some of the stuff that they get and why they kind of vote the way they vote and why things are nominated the way they're nominated. But I learned very early on at a young age not to put stock in awards. Is the Grammys, Jethro Tull beat out Metallica and Justice for All for Best Heavy Metal Record. Shit. So that's award season.
Yeah, don't get me started on that, man. I remember Macklemore owes Kendrick Lamar an award. Jesus.
Macklemore, he looks like a Simpsons character.
Yeah, I always remember Samuel Jackson literally told the story on stage when he got his award. Like, my agent told me days ago I was gonna win this. It's like, yeah, because
Yeah.
like it's backdoor deals, like it's gifts and bribes to get what you want. So
yeah, a lot of people are thinking Regina King and One Night in Miami were really going to clean up at this award show, especially. But I mean, it's barely recognized too. So it is what it is. Ricky Gervais, when he hosts, he pretty much lays out what the award show is. But I want to. It is a fun show because celebrities do get drunk, and you do have people like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler hosting tonight. I love both those women. I think they're very smart and talented.
Yeah. I like Tina Fey. Real quick. I can't go without saying Regina King is a legend. She's done so much, man, from voice acting to just straight up acting.
Yeah,
she needs to be higher up on people's lists of like actresses.
She does. Totally does.
When she hosted Saturday Night Live a couple weeks ago, I thought she put more into it than most of the cast, which says something. If you want to know a good version of that too, look at Macaulay Culkin when he was a kid and he hosted. He refused to use cue cards, and today the cast uses so many cue cards. Regina King barely used cue cards when she was on.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, well, that's all we got for Pop Talk. Yeah, again, let us know in the comments if there's something you want us to cover, if there's something you want us to get into. Check out, watch, listen to, stream. We'd love to hear it. Otherwise, any last words, gentlemen?
Thank you guys for watching. Join us next time and keep an eye out for the podcast tomorrow. We're literally about to go record it.
Yeah, check us out, man. Thanks for the views, subs, all going stuff. Thanks, Zach, for hosting Pop Talk. This is fun like always, man. We'll see you guys next month. But final boss, man. I'm ready for this podcast.
Putting himself over. All right. That's the end of the show. Thank you, everyone, for watching for West Coast Popcast. Have a great week and be excellent to each other. See you next time.
Peace out.